Hi, it's been a while since I've given one of these updates. The last one was about 2 months ago, and at the end of that one, I said I'd give an update in a couple of weeks, so this is long overdue. Um, but during that time, I've worked a bunch more on JigglePix, the web-based photo puzzle game that I've been working on. If you remember at the last, in the last video, I'd done a quick sort of MVP version of a daily mechanic pivoting from the old version, which you would progress in a one player game. You progress through a big tree of content of all your photos. In the newer version, it's a social game that you play with a group of friends or family. And I had my family just started to use it then. And I had a question mark of whether they would actually continue. And now 2 months later, and they are still using it every day, at least some of them, which I guess is promising. And then I've got a couple of friends who I've got a group with who've been using it too. So in that respect, it shows some promise. And the work I've done since last time is to add proper user authentication to it, the ability to create multiple groups, and the ability for anyone now to hit the landing page at jigglepix.com, sign up and create their own group and invite their own friends and family to try it. So if you want to try that, please go ahead at jigglepix.com. But my progress, I would say, has been quite slow. And from the start, JigglePix, I didn't have like complete confidence that this was going to be a great idea. And that feeling has never really left me. And I think it's contributed to my slow progress and kind of not super high motivation as I work on this. And I've decided now, after working on it almost half a year, that I think it's a good time to take a break from JigglePix. Now that I've got something that works, people can go there and try it. I'm just going to have a break and think about other things, other projects that I could work on. I remember back in February, I was looking through my notebook the other day, through my journal, and I said that like this idea, it should be like a quick thing I can do in a couple of weeks. And part of the motivation for doing JigglePix was to have a project, just something to work on to get me to set up some server infrastructure, to get back in the habit of making stuff, and partly with the idea that by making something, it may spark ideas to make other things. But as often seems to happen, these things take way longer than I originally planned them to. And so what was meant to be just a quick thing that would take a couple of weeks has ballooned into something that I've been working on for the last 5 months. And basically that, I don't think that's great. I think I've got to be very careful about starting new ideas that I have a slightly higher confidence in them, and I'm really excited about working on them, because once I do get started on something, and especially once I've shared it with some people and got sort of mildly encouraging feedback, I'm loath to stop working on it. I feel some kind of obligation to keep going, and that's what I felt with JigglePix, that once I told people about it and they was like, oh yeah, that sounds cool, and I kind of feel like I don't want to let them down. I want to follow through, which maybe is not the right attitude. all the time. Sometimes you got to know when to switch ideas. And the still difficult about JigglePix is that it still does show a little bit of promise that I think people do. There is a potential that quite a lot of people could enjoy it. But I think it doesn't quite match. It doesn't quite fit me. Like you have to have what they call, as well as product market fit for a product, meaning that it'll work, like people will like it and hopefully pay for it and it'll make money in the market. You got to have founder product fit too, which means the person making it, the founder, has got to be excited about it enough to push through and keep working on it for a long time. And I'm not feeling that right now for JigglePix. I feel like even if it did show a modest success, the way Readlang did, for instance, it would probably still require me to iterate, to improve it, and to try to market it and grow the user base, which could take a year or more, just to grow it, the users, and probably during that time it would make zero money. And then I'd probably think about trying to monetize it once it had a decent user base of, at least thousands of users a day using it. And I'm not sure if I feel like I want to do that for JigglePix. So my plan is just to get it out there, see if people use it without pushing it that hard. If nobody or very few people use it, I don't really care that much. If they do, despite my lack of pushing it, then I'll think about working on it more. If not, I think I would like to move on to other ideas. Perhaps other ideas which feel more useful. One of the problems in my mind with JigglePix is that it feels too frivolous, just like a little silly pastime, like a little game. Whereas with Readlang or other potential ideas, they have more concrete utility. They actually help you achieve a goal that you want to achieve in a more tangible way than JigglePix, which is basically just it does have a purpose, which is to connect with friends and family and with your memories and old photos. It just feels a bit more fuzzy and soft and not as definite and pressing a need as many other products. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna take a break from JigglePix for now. The next thing I was going to talk about is just to address, like, why haven't I been making these videos that I kind of sort of promised that I would make on a more regular basis. My idea at first was to, like, every 2 weeks create a video documenting my progress, the ups and downs, as I try to basically create JigglePix or other products, and try to create an income stream as a bootstrapped indie software engineer. I do think that would be a cool thing to do, but I felt a lot of friction to making these videos. I remember feeling a similar thing with Readlang, whereas I kind of like sharing stuff when I've got something good to share. But when I feel like I'm just in the middle of grinding on a feature, I just don't, it feels like a distraction to spend time making videos and sharing stuff. I think it would be nice for me to change my mindset on this and share more of the ups and downs. But especially the way I was making the previous videos, it was too much work. It was doing multiple takes where I would be speaking quite badly, the way I'm probably coming across now, and then trying to edit it into something more polished in iMovie, which would take me way too long, like the best part of a day, at least. And so it never felt worth doing unless I had something good to share. And so my thinking is, if I do continue to make videos, I should do it in a way which is less friction for me. More friction for whoever's watching this, because it's going to be more painful to watch. But at least it'll be something that I can make more easily. And I'm actually likely to make, instead of likely to just indefinitely postpone it. So so for now, anyway, I think I'm gonna just not promise any more of these videos for the time being. It's something I may take back up in future, but for now, I'm just gonna give it a break. And what I'm gonna work on for now is just to basically think at a high level what I want to do. I'm in the very fortunate situation where I don't really need to make money with any urgency. So this is great, and I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about this, but it kind of also hurts my motivation, I think, a little bit. It gets me in the frame of mind where I question what I'm doing too much, and think about basically constantly questioning my higher level goals in a way which is probably not healthy. I should probably pick something, really work hard on it for a while, and then revisit my higher level goals. But I find I'm questioning what I'm doing too much. So basically, I'm going to stop working on JigglePix for a bit, and think about something that will motivate me more. And it may not be something that I expect to make money from initially. It may not even be creating a software product necessarily. I've even been thinking about going back to university to study physics, for instance. Basically, I need to think about what to do with my professional life at a super high level. So I'm going to take the summer, enjoy myself, relax, think about this stuff, read a lot, and maybe I'll come back and start making videos like this when I've got a more definite route that I'm following that makes that feels to me that it makes more sense to share. What I might also do is, instead of making videos, just write blog posts and write on Twitter. That might suit me better, but we'll see. Anyway, I apologize. This was super rambly, probably not very interesting to anyone, but I felt like I needed to get a video out since I did promise one in my last video, and I didn't want anyone to think to worry that I disappeared or anything. So here we are. Thanks a lot for watching this, and maybe see you again in future. Okay, bye bye.